Okay. I have no idea if I'm gonna get the same people back, but we'll see. That was weird. Nah, I don't know what happened. The internet crashed for like a minute there. I don't know what caused it. Like, just all of a sudden, the internet just ceased across the board. So that DC was caused by a network issue. All the other ones it's just stopped. But that one was a pure disconnect, which is angering, to say the least. I doubt they're still there. That took a minute, so I guess we'll see. But I'll be shocked if the party's still there. I wouldn't blame them if they weren't. Like, that's infuriating. A little bit. But that one definitely wasn't on Square Enix end or the servers or anything. That was on me. I have no idea what happened. I know we've been having, like, rainy weather all day, but that should not have done anything to it. We get rainy weather all the time, so I have no idea what happened. I didn't even go. I was about to get up and go reset the router, see if that was the issue. But before I could even get up, some of the pages refreshed and everything was fine. So, oh, that's frustrating and annoying. But alright. I'm happy they waited, though. That was nice of them. Greed. Oh. I lucked out there that they waited for me, though. Reactivate tank stance. Yep. Alright, here we go. Boom. Chat log is frozen. Yeah, I can't reset it right this second. Give me I will reset it and I'll reset it when I can. Oh, damn. Crap. Alright. Comment 9, what's up? Hey, Az, what's up? Just running through a dungeon. I was meant to be this was meant to be part of the previous stream I did today, but I had a hard disconnect. That's why the chat's frozen right there. Which I were said after the dungeon. Alright, here we go. So this boss. Red marker is stack. Blue is get away. Okay. Alright, so red marker is stack. Blue is get away. Okay. Focus big blob on second spawn. Big blob. Focus big blob on second spawn. I'm not sure what that is in reference to. Okay. It's a big green ad. I don't see any big green ad. So, not yet. Would that be the case? Oh, big green one. He will not hold aggro on me. Alright, face your ass towards the rest of the party so they can kill you. There we go. Oh, whoops. Alright, boom. Ah, yay. I'll create another one. Come on, time to go down. Mr. What's up? Welcome to the stream. Well, welcome to the second half of what was supposed to be one stream today until I had a hard disconnect. Ah, shit, there's two of them. Chat's frozen on screen. Yeah, I can't. We're moving through this dungeon at a good pace, so I'll fix it right after we're done. Tank at A to take minimal damage. Tank at A to take minimal. Okay. So tank at A. Okay, so we tank over there to take minimal damage. Take green cones to B and then run to the other side. Mostly DPS and healer mechanics. Okay. Crap. Crap, he's invulnerable. Focus wings, wings. Oh, they're separate targetables? I didn't realize they were separate. I didn't realize they were separate targetables. I hate it when that happens. Whew. Yeah. Wait, I can't. Okay. Iron Man challenge, Final Fantasy. See, the thing is, this is why I don't love tanking, is because it's a lot of pressure, and I'm the kind of guy I feel bad if I fuck up. Like, I don't like ruining other players' experiences, so that's why I've never been a huge fan of healing or tanking. Zilbrius, welcome. Nidhogg's main squeeze. Gotta attack the wings. Yeah, I didn't realize the wings were gonna be separate targetables. There we go. Yeah, we get another connection back. I assume that's a big part of this, is we gotta get all 6 back. Every MMO player trying this game right now might be why DC. I don't think so, because that's why I usually DC, I think. But why I DC this time around is my network clearly crashed, because it wasn't just the game this time. It was everything. Like my whole internet just went. Shroud. Zip. Twould seem Tioman was the last. I sense no other dragons nearby. What is happening? Uh-oh. Nidhogg, he roars. He knows we are here, then. His fury... It bleeds through the eye. Fear not. I am yet my own master. But that damn worm's wrath burns hotter than flame. Come, the heart of the dragon's homeland yet lies before us. Alright, don't do anything stupid now. Thus do we add another link to the chain of vengeance. O Saint Shiva, when will it end? That's why I play DPS. It's why I'm usually a DPS guy myself as well. There's still responsibility to be had with that, but it's straightforward as hell, usually.
To the peak of Som Al, at the end of a perilous mountain path, whence could be seen a string of pearl-like islands, floating impossibly atop a sea of clouds. To a domain where dragons and men had once lived in harmony, whose majesty no mortal eye had glimpsed for nigh on 1,000 years, they came.
The Churning Mists. Okay, so we unlocked another new location. Damn. Heavensward comes with more than just 2 zones. Well, more than 3. There's 4 now. Cheers, you on. I appreciate it, man. Oh, fuck. Alright. Let's turn this fucker in. Yeah, but it's not that the reason I'm, nervous about tanking. It's not because I'm worried I'll get kicked. It's I just don't like holding people back. That's why tanking and healing are they're very specialty. DPS is a dime a dozen. So we have reached it at last, the peak of Som Al. 'Tis said to be the highest mountain in all of Eorzea. I thought it cold in Kurthus, but Air here carries the chill of a dozen winters. Alright, let me tune to the 8th ray real quick before I keep going. Yes, I'm attuned! Alright. Now, do we finally get to meet the damn dragon? Or is it another shit ton of crap I gotta do? Alpha No ponders... okay. Now that we have scaled the mountain, there remains the problem of finding Hralsvilger himself. Is that a Moogle? It is a Moogle. Hello, Moogle! I agree tanking is easier than healing, since more or less you go forward and get punched while doing your best to dodge AoEs you can. Next dungeon will be it. Okay, so there's another dungeon I gotta do. What manner of creature is that? Yo, you've never seen a Moogle? They're like all over Eorzea. Hello! Shroud, do my eyes deceive me, or was that a Moogle? Nope, that was a Moogle. It was my understanding that they only dwelled within the Twelveswood. I certainly never expected to see one in the Churning Mists. If the Moogle does live here, however, he may know where Hralsvilger makes his lair. Quickly, now, before we lose the creature completely. Alright, gotta chase the Moogle. Good King Moggle Mog music. Yeah, Moggle Mog the 12th. As I recall, is his full title. Heavensward, the dragon-themed road trip. Ay, ay. Alright, let's go chase the damn Moogle. The damn Moogle! Bah, he's gone. Shroud, we must widen our search. Why is he running? There is no sign of the Moogle in the area. Oh, yay. Etheric disturbance? Okay. Alright. I see no evidence of this Moogle of yours. Are you certain it wasn't a trick of the light? Mayhaps 'twas simply one of these strange plants shifting in a breeze. Nah, Moogle's pretty distinct. Kinda hard to miss them. Alright, now that I actually have time though, before I forget again, let me reset the chat box. There it goes. Boom. There it goes. It's catching up. Like, alright. Now. Where be our Moogle? I've heard tales of these Moogles, but 'tis the first time I ever laid eyes on one. They're rather adorable, aren't they? Kind of. I find them a little bit creepy, to be honest. What? Why do you stare at me so? Can I not find a creature adorable? My heart is not truly made of ice. I mean, it's kind of strange for her, I guess. Oh. Alright, so we lost the Moogle. I'm sure I glimpsed the Moogle fleeing in this direction. Could he be concealing himself with magic? Possibly. But why? Really? That's better than the one I got? Damn. Okay. I didn't make the color. It just pops up like that. Unfortunately, I can't choose the color of the chat names. Confound it. Could we but enlist the aid of one of the local Moogles? I am certain Hrausvelger would not elude us for long. Though the eye enables me to sense the presence of dragons, I can only identify nidhogs with any certainty. We could wander the mist for days and not know if we were any closer to his brood brother. And those are days we cannot well afford to squander. Shall we divide our forces then? Lady Isael, might I ask you to question any dragons whom you judge it safe to approach? I shall try, yet I fear the influence of Nidhogg's rage will render most of the Dravanians in the area deaf to reason. And what of you, Master Alphino? I have not given up yet on the Moogles. Shroud, come with me to Gridania. I mean, we're going all the way back to Gridania? God damn it. Okay. Okay. I mean to petition the aid of the Moogles' kin in the Twelveswood. After the business with Moggle Mog, I dare say they will be glad to help us. Assuming you have no need of me, I shall remain here. Nidhogg senses both the loss of his consort and the coming of the Eye, and his attention is firmly fixed in this direction. I mean to do what I can to hold his gaze. It's kind of like Sauron, in the hope that I might delay any action against Ishgard. Thank you, Estinian. Come then, Shroud, let us make haste for Gridania, and rendezvous with Nofika's altar. Ah, but I neglected to tell you. There is an aetheryte of ancient construction here, which should make the return journey rather less arduous. Pray do not forget to use it. I think I already attuned to it, didn't I? I think I attuned to it, but I'll go back to it just in case, make sure I did. Don't want to leave, then assuming I attuned to it, and then come back and like, oh, nope, you didn't. Level 60 Black Mage Relic is literally just Sauron's eye on a stick. Really? Interesting. Alright, let me double check. Nidhogg's more like the Doomslayer. You mean personality, right? Like... Okay, so, yeah, I'll also set his home point, since we're in the area. Alright, now, to Gridania! You... Mr. Wong, what's up, man? You? What do you mean, you? Ow. Yummy. Alright, we're heading back to Gridania. Alright, where do I need to go? You're on Marlboro while I'm on Goblin. Dang it! Oh, so you're also playing FF. That's awesome. Yeah. I've been enjoying the heck out of it. I mean, I've been grinding it like crazy lately. Hold on. What am I at now? Oh, whoops. 8 hours, 8 days, 2 hours, 32 minutes. So, how many? So 24 times 8. I'm gonna cheat. I just passed where you are now? Ah, okay. Unfortunately on a different data center. Well, my server is on the same data cluster, so we could theoretically queue together. Awesome. And you can see my character's name right here if you want to send me a friend request. I think you can still do that as long as you're on the same data center. If I'm not mistaken. Man, 8 days. Let me do the math here, because though I am not bad at math, I am not great at it either. This is where a calculator is used to cheat. Huh? That was random. Allows mints to terminate eternal bonding. Speak of Oh, it's random. Okay. What is your character's name? Shroud Scythe. Might be hard to see there. Shroud spelled S-H-R-O-U-D. Scythe S-C-Y-T-H-E. Oh, I see it. Alright. Okay. Still want to calculate the number of hours I have in the game correctly. 24 times 8. Apostolus Droll. Ah, you switched armor sets again, man. Oh, is that, that's Gunbreaker. Oh, nice. Alright, so I have a total of 194 hours in the game so far. Nice. Alright, that's Paladin, or Gladiator 2 Paladin. Very nice. I am on the Chaos server, Moogle, funny enough. Fitting! Considering what we've just encountered. Yeah, the only classes I got so far. I'm assuming you've been playing for a while. Man. Is that Samurai, or... Okay, that's Samurai. Nice. I heard the sound. Playing since Stormblood. Okay, so yeah, you definitely got way more hours in this game. I won't even ask you how many. Damn. Elfie, doing well. I have over 2,400 hours and continuing in FFXIV. Damn. Nice. Yeah, I'm still a little sprout. I'm still making my way through. Yeah, but all I got for... I got Dragoon up to 42, Samurai 66, Black Mage 55, Marauder 27, Dark Knight 59. Oh, I almost have 2 classes through 60. I got almost 3,000 hours. Fucking A. That's a good game, though. Any game you can happily delve over 3K plus hours in, that's a good game. That's a very good game. Alright, so... Alright, back on track. Alright, so... Where specifically do I gotta go? Okay, so... Conjurer's Guild. Well, it's right over! You gonna do your job quest for Dark? I've been doing them, but I have to do, I tried to start the original stream. I guess now I'm on a new one. But I tried to start the original stream. Alright, I don't know if that person's whispering me. I tried to go further. I'm already in the middle of doing the Dark Knight ones for Heavensward. Sid, I'll say Sid, and Rielle. But it said I had to do a certain MSQ quest before I could continue, and I don't even remember what it is off the top of my head. I don't even know if we've done it yet, or still gotta make it way through. I don't know. But I'm just gonna keep going the MSQ until I think I've reached the point where I probably surpassed it, and then do it later. Oh, wow. What? I sent word for the Elder Seedseer upon arriving in Gridania, and I am pleased to report that she has agreed to grant us an audience. If anyone can help us to contact the 12wood Moogles, it is she. I see. We are expected at the Lotus Stand. I trust you are familiar with the Contra stationed at its entrance. Alright. MSQ locks didn't that was a thing. Must have forgot about that. Yeah, it's locked behind a certain quest I have to do in Heavensward before I can continue. So that unfortunately is a thing. I would have already gone through my Dark Knight. I would have already gone through all my quests for Dark Knight if I could. If that weren't an issue. So, don't worry, I'll get to it. I just don't... Again, I have to double check what quest it is I gotta keep my eye out for as we go along. The Elder Seed here awaits you. Pray follow me. You passed that MSQ? It was Psalm All. Oh, it was. The Elder Seed here awaits you. Pray follow me. Alright, well, we'll do this real quick and I'll go check. I'm currently at the vault, but I am capped at 60 until I get Shadowbringers. Ah, okay. I have Dragoon and... WHM. WHM. Which is... Is it White Mage? Is that White Mage's abbreviation? WHM? White Mage, okay, yeah. Yeah, have you done any of the crafting and gathering? I've got Miner and Botanist both to 51. I'm working on Fisher. Sorry, brain fart. Sorry, brain fart. Yeah, I'm not a good healer at all, so... The last classes I intend to level are any of the... Conjurer, Scholar, Astrologian. They're the last ones I intend to touch. Everything else comes first, because I suck at healing. I'm halfway decent at tanking. Even then, I'm only better than the average because quite a few tanks just simply forget to do some basic things. Like look into like the rotation and job. Ocean fishing is best way to level Fisher. Yeah, I noticed there was an unlock for that. I gotta do that. Okay, so we... The Other Seed here awaits you, pray follow me. Before we continue, I suppose now's as good a time as any to hop back over to Ishgard and do the Dark Knight quests. Every 2 hours, a boat in Limsa can be queued for a fish, for 2 fish for around 30 minutes. Oh, nice. Yeah, that sounds like that could be pretty good to spam fishing. Alright, so... if I'm not mistaken... Plaza... Right. We got night. Hop on over. La 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 la. Really? Okay, I guess I can see why that would be better. I just wanted to double check I had the best stuff. So I think we're good. Culinarian is quite useful because food is the only real way to boost job stats and health. Yeah, I noticed that. Food is actually a lot more important in this game than even back in WoW's heyday. Although, not to say that that wasn't important back then. I really enjoy healing in this game. Then again, I loved healing when I played WoW. I'll let you figure out my class by the name Half-Tree. You're a druid? Actually, that kind of fits you. I gotta say. That does make sense to me. But yeah, you were the healing spec in Druid. And most people, if they play heals, usually are whole. I've seen quite a few play. Well, most I should say that I queued up with at least Alliance. 100% fits me. It does. I mean, I'm just saying. Very appropriate. What the? All right. Can we continue? Yeah. Okay, so we did pass it. All right. So Abyssal Drain. Yeah, and WoW, my main was Death Knight, primarily. Frost Spec, which during BFA got pretty bad. And I hear it got better towards the end of BFA, but I didn't stick around long enough to figure it out. Yeah, I've been maining Death Knight since Wrath. Although it wasn't always Frost Spec. Frost Spec became more of the main. Became more of the main spec later on. I think I played Unholy for the longest time before I switched to Frost. Abyssal Drain equals projectile AoE lifesteal. Oh, so it's an AoE, it's a projectile, and it lifesteals. Damn. I now gotta figure out where to put that on my hotkeys. I stopped because it was getting too hostile. Had the 3 other healers above me in the rating. Actually, yeah, I've talked about this at length, Steven, here on the stream a lot recently. Is one of the I quit WoW before some of the recent stuff that happened. I'm sure you've heard about it. I quit WoW at the end of BFA, and Final Fantasy has become my main MMO since. I only really started playing it hardcore the last 2 weeks, but I picked it up a couple months ago, and it's become my main game for a lot of good reasons. I enjoy the hell out of it. The community is some of the biggest parts, though. And I talked about this at length in both my review of the game, which, you know, is not a scripted review, so if you want to watch it, it's up to you. But when I reviewed this game, I mentioned at length about how in World of Warcraft, the community had become so incredibly toxic. Like, my biggest issue is, I don't know if you encountered this in your time in WoW, but I actually tried talking to people during LFR and also LFG for just dungeons. And I was told to shut the fuck up. Like, exact quote. I was told to shut the fuck up. In both raiding and dungeons in the modern WoW paradigm. So, that for me is... That for me, I got so used to... Also, I don't know if you ever experienced this as well, but if you ask advice in Modern WoW, people go, oh yeah, if you want to do that, you just got to do Alt F4. You know, people do that kind of, and yeah, you can say it's friendly teasing, but it's... Vote kick happen. Oh yes, I hate... That's the only time people talk during Modern Dungeons in WoW. That's it! Like, if you try and talk just casually, you're told to shut the fuck up. But... if someone's doing slightly worse than the absolute best, someone's always like, huh, healer sucks. Vote to kick healer. Oh, tank sucks. Vote to kick tank. Huh, this guy's not carrying his weight, DPS. Vote to kick. That's the only time people talk. No one ever just is like, hey, how you guys doing today? Oh, I'm doing pretty good. You know, oh, do you like the class you're playing right now? Yeah, man, I don't know if I like this particular warrior spec. I might try Fury. It's just... I didn't realize how bad it was truly until I played FF. Until I sat down and played Final Fantasy. As I've been playing, people not only talk in the dungeons, but they're social, they're casual. It's like the old school WoW days when people would queue up for dungeons with each other and have to meet up and be like, hey, looking for tank, looking for healer, hey, we'd like to get a group together. It's like, okay, awesome. You'd get together, you'd play through the dungeon, you'd have a blast of a time, and then they'd send you a friend request and you'd do it again sometime when you're all free. That was old school WoW experience. I know I'm preaching to the choir, but that was back in the day, and I was a little kid. Now it's just hell. Just so I can put the blame on you. That's stupid. Not that I have played FF long, but have never seen any hostilities like that. And the thing is, you won't. And if you do, if you report it in-game, the game GMs in FF take every report seriously. They will ban somebody on the spot if they receive, especially if they receive multiple reports, that they're harassing, that they're being hostile, that they're being aggressive. They actually take their moderation seriously, which is... it's just a mad respect. Like, WoW doesn't do that at all. They do not do that. Speaking of someone told me to delete my channel and Twitter for, I'm guessing, views on the situation. It was rather amusing that they think that works. I don't think they do. I think they just want to say something mean. I never played WoW, but heard that balancing was always an issue for each class in every expansion. It's because they would... the WoW devs, the way they would balance things is... they would buff certain things and nerf other things, and whenever they'd buff, they'd go too far. Whenever they'd nerf things, they'd nerf too much. They never seemed to get the right ratio, despite the fact the community was constantly telling them how to balance everything. And that's not even the worst part. The community is the worst part. I stand by that. And supporting... Yep. And Final Fantasy, people actually help and offer support. Which is true. And talk to you about your day, wish you well. I know, it's an actual MMORPG, like WoW used to be, like Guild Wars was back in the day. The thing is, I know, again, I'm preaching to the choir here, but back in the day, MMOs were thought to be the just pretty chat rooms. They were the most interactive, pretty chat rooms. They were more about the social experience than they were about the game. Yes, the game was important. Yes, the gameplay, the balancing, the systems, all of that was important. The story, important. But nothing was more important than facilitating that social experience. If you're not going to do that, why make an MMO? It's just... The more I think about it, the more I'm just so grateful FF exists the way that it does, because this... the social interactions I've had in this game have been infinitely better than some of the kindest moments I've had in WoW. Like, even back in the heyday, even back during the late days of Vanilla when I started playing, or the early days of TBC, or any time during Wrath, I've had better experiences even compared to then in this game. It's just night and day. I saw a review the other day. WoW is an MMORPG. FFXIV is an RPG MMO. And I think I know the review you're talking about, and I agree with that. It's entirely correct. By the way, did you hear about that streamer named Quinn, who apparently boosted and then proceeded to whine on Twitter about it? About how terrible the game is? He's like, oh, the story's so bad, you have to read. Are you illiterate? Like, I don't know how you can say the story's bad, because people were telling me A Realm Reborn's story was bad. Played through it, I didn't skip a single dialogue box, and enjoyed the entire thing. I played side quests, like not even blue side quests, side quests. Side quests. I played those, and I enjoyed the stories, I enjoyed the dialogue, the characters, the interactions, all of it was a lot more engaging than WoW's modern questing experience. Like, WoW's modern quest experience is quick accept as soon as you can pull up the quest and then run and go do it. You don't read the quest text. Nobody does. Nobody cares to. It's just boring. None of it's engaging. No, it's still there. A JRPG. Yeah. Do you know there is an actual jail in Final Fantasy XIV? If you get reported enough, when you log back in, you are in jail. Really? I did not know that. I have heard nothing about that. And have to explain your actions to a GM waiting there. Oh my god, that's so awesome. That is awesome. They literally put you in timeout and go, alright, do you know why you're here? That is awesome, actually. Yeah, the GM jail. I hope I never see the inside of it, but I would like to see that from, like, an outside perspective. That sounds awesome. Here things are balanced like a master gymnast, which is awesome. I'm actually really eager to play that new Reaper class, by the way. I finally looked at, like, the preview of that. Not the trailer for Endwalker. I still need to watch that at some point. But I have seen the preview of the Reaper class, which I'm eager as hell to play. And come on, my character's name is Shroud Scythe. If I don't play that class, it might end up being my main, because I love Reaper Necromancer style feel classes. I love those, so I'm curious to see how it is. But I know this is just a random side note, but I just thought about it. They actually had to take servers offline to add more servers in, so they didn't die to the influx of new players. Yeah, one of my videos was me just reading that at full length, and that was pretty cool. Yeah, I'm happy as hell that FF is getting the love that it does, and I'm genuinely sad I didn't play this game earlier. I really am, because I could have been playing this instead of WoW for much longer than I have, and I've missed out on so much. It's not stuff I can't experience, but I haven't been enjoying the ride like everybody who's been playing FF for these last few years, and I'm very glad I made the switch. In fact, I've uninstalled all my Blizzard games, really, due to recent events. I'm not going to get into that, though. That's stuff that's both depressing and dark on different levels, so I'm not going to go down that path. But yeah, I'm very happy to focus on the positive. I'm very happy with FF. It's been an amazing experience. The corner of the classroom. Very obvious Quinn had no intention to like FF. Just wanted to ride the bandwagon, stir up the community. It's one thing to not like FF, quite another to lie about the game's issue when it's you. Yeah, I mean, and the thing is, when people called him out on it, he was like, oh, the community's so fake positive community. Like, he did everything to deflect and not admit that it was his own fault. And listen, I don't mind someone playing the game and not liking it and leaving it at that, but to then go on Twitter and then literally say the game is like the worst, it's got a terrible story and all this stuff. When you say things that you actively chose not to experience are bad, that's on you. That's not the game's fault. If you play through them and then you come out with the conclusion it's bad, that's different. You actually gave it a chance and it failed to respect that opportunity you gave it. Reaper will likely be my main DPS and Sage or White Mage main healer. And I'm saying Reaper will probably be my main when it comes out. Like, again, I like that aesthetic. I really do. I started playing this after started playing this after playing Destiny 1. Oh, okay. Honestly, I am too. MMOs were bad to me due to WoW. I only just got into FF, but before that huge streamer brought the influx of people. Asmogan, you mean? Yeah. And I am super glad I chose to come for FF, because WoW these last several years, pretty much since Kata, has been just a nightmare to play. I've solely played it because it was a comfort thing. It was a habit thing. It's something I played everything, and I had those nostalgic experience keeping me coming back. But it became quite the term is exaggerative, but it became an abusive relationship over time, because the WoW devs they really didn't know how. They actively created problems when they fixed them. I'll just say that. But yeah. Anyway, sorry. I've been ranting here for a moment. Yeah, he was being fake negative. The irony. Anything off-putting for you WoW players at first in FF when you came? I'm working on a video for that, actually. But there are a couple things that are very off-putting for WoW players. First of all, the fact that there's no alts in this game. There's no... There's different classes, but there's no alts. There's no alt culture. Now in WoW, if you want to play a class, you have to create a character specifically for that class, and you play that class going forward. You can't play any other classes on that character. You're locked in for that class on that character. In FF, you can play every class, every job, everything on one character. There is no alts you have to make. It's one character, and you can play everything. That was the most jarring thing when I started playing this. Because when I started playing, I was like, okay, I'm gonna make my main character, which I think is gonna be Dark Knight, and then I'm gonna make a gladiator, and then I'm gonna make a marauder. Then I went in thinking that, and then when I realized all the classes are basically equipables, I was like, no. There are alts, you just don't need them. Yeah, but what I'm saying is there's no culture to it. Yeah, I'm not saying you can't make alts. That was probably poor wording on my part. You can make alts, and you can make many on multiple different servers, but there's virtually no alt culture in FF. Like, most people, if they make an alt, it's because they have friends on a different server, so they just want to make a character over there, and then some people, like, boost up, because they've already played the classes on their main character on their main server, so they just boost them up over there. There is that. But otherwise, there's no real hardcore alt culture at all. Like, for me, I see no point in making any other characters on other servers. You know, if I can't queue up with you, Steven, for example, I might make a character on Goblin and like boost up a couple classes. But otherwise, I see no point in making any other characters. By the way, this game is and has been crossplay too. Yes, I know it. I know it's on PlayStation and stuff. I don't play with controller. Like, when you play, I think 16 years? 16 or 15 years I've been playing WoW. It's all been keyboard. I couldn't do it. I can't do it. I can't switch to controller, man. I couldn't do it. My brain would not accept it. As a former WoW player, quit in 8.1, I hated all culture other than the RP element. And I didn't really hate the culture, like, everybody had alts to a degree, but I think what I disliked about it, like, alts, is the fact that, the thing is, I didn't dislike the concept of alts until I played FF. Like, as I've been playing through this, I now look back and I'm like, oh my god, this is so much better. I don't have to make 18 different characters. Just make sure to join the correct faction. Oh, wait. And yeah, that's another thing. That's another thing. In this game, there's no, like, interfactionary war. How do you do that? And they did it, like, all the grand companies in this game are allies of each other. That right there, I think, also kind of contributes to why players get along, is there's not that competitive spirit. Like, there's not that push competitiveness, like the Alliance and Horde and WoW. Here, you know, you play Maelstrom. I play Maelstrom, because Mama Merle Webb all the way. You know, Admiral Merle Webb, she my queen! So I'm Maelstrom, hence my title Stormlord there. I'm a lieutenant in my Grand Company. And yeah, you can switch a Grand Company at any time, that's true. Like, if you, for some reason, don't like the aesthetic of Maelstrom, or the Twin Adder, or the Immortal Flames? The Flames in Ul'dah, you can switch between them at any time if you want. So, that's another thing, like, there's none of these, like, forced in-ground systems that limit what your character can do and be. And I think that makes the community much more positive, because there's not all these arbitrary systems that push people into these, like these narrow hallways, like, that they're forced down, making them aggravated when they have to go do other things, grind it out, and then it makes them irritated. Oh, one of my favorite features is the fact they incentivize players to replay the dungeons and other content so people can actually progress with the MSQ. Yes, I agree. That's another thing, because it makes old school players in FF go back to the old stuff, help new players out, and everyone benefits, because when you sync down, your XP is synced up. Is kind of how I think about it. So yeah, you're right. That is another awesome system to incentivize old school experienced players to help out new players, and you know, vice versa. I've run several dungeons while I've been leveling my Dragoon, where I've been giving tips to new players, because I run Hakue Manor multiple times. So at this point, I know instinctively, okay, go down the hallway, get the keys, go in the room, kill that siren lady. Let's kill her, grab the key, go back, go down the basement, grind your way through, go around and grab the keys as you go around this particular door, go in the door, kill you gotta kill the jester and the other guy, kill them, grab their script, press return, teleport up to the start of the dungeon, go up the stairs, unlock that, go around, kill the Cyclops thing, and then go in and fight the final boss. I know all that instinctively because I've done it like 9 or so times. Oh god, I can sing this game's praises for like hours, extensively. WoW is the faction hating each other. FF is making them all hold hands. Yeah, like, subtle things like that, I think, add to players, you know, meshing together appropriately and, like, getting along. Like, I think that's a big part of player-to-player interaction and getting along. If you create two sides of a board, like MMOs have done traditionally, where the factions are enemies, that also makes the player base fight each other and see each other as enemies. So I think small things like that just add to the camaraderie players have in the game. I just realized you are about 15 MSQ missions behind me. I'm behind you? Yeah, probably. And I've been taking my time as I've been leveling quite a lot. I have not been rushing through anything. I took my time, you know, leveling my gathering, and I gotta work on leveling my crafting. I've also been going around doing side missions, replaying certain dungeons, paying attention to things I missed before, leveling alt classes, things like that. And I also, like, promised my YouTube channel that I would play through Heavensward all on stream. So I'm doing that as well. So I can't play through, like, on my own time. Well, I can, but I'm not going to. out of respect for my my viewers. Once I make my way through, though, I'm gonna take the footage from the streams and I'm gonna edit it down into episodes, kind of like I did for like the Hildebrand thing, and also for my Dark Knight leveling for like the first arc of Dark Knight. Don't forget the materia. Broken record, I know. I won't forget the materia. That's its own thing, though. One thing at a time. Have you tried Palace of the Dead for leveling alt jobs? Yes, I have. Someone actually introduced it to me, and it is a fun way to do it. It's a roguelite. That's another thing. Another thing to praise about this game. On top of the roguelite, which, yeah, that deep dungeon is incredibly fun. It is, and doesn't matter what level you are, you just jump on in and everyone levels together. That was great. Yeah, Disillusioned Dork introduced it to me. That was a lot of fun, but you also, for side activities, they literally have an in-game casino, but it's not real-world money BS. It's in-game money where you play a bunch of just games, like you race chocobos and stuff. They literally have a full-blown casino, and it's amazing. Oh, you don't know? Oh, okay. So, look, I don't know if I have time to... Okay, hold on. I'm gonna take the time to I'll be right back. It's not a big deal. I'll show it to you, Steven. I will show it to you, my friend. Okay. Nope, not there. Here? There it is. Alright, so you're gonna go to Quarry Mill in Gridania. I'm gonna port over to Quarry Mill in Gridania. I'm gonna port over. And it's a deep dungeon of 200 floors. I thought it was 100 floors. I was told it was 100 floors, but 100 floors, 200 floors, something like that. And what it is, it's an in-game roguelite. FF games have always had the golden saucer. Yeah, but keep in mind, I've only ever played Final Fantasy VII other than this. So, I don't know what's consistent across all of them. I've been told that Cid is in all of them. No matter what incarnation. Cid's in all of them. Chocobos are in all of them. Moogles, apparently, to some degree. And there's another thing, which I guess might be the golden saucer. But, yes. Deep dungeon. And the Palace of the Dead. I'll just run through it quick, real quick. Usually it's like less than a 5-minute queue. It's usually really fast. But what it is you hop on in the game, and you start at level 1 with your equipment and gear and abilities. Sid's in all of them, Biggs, Wedge, Chocobos, Ultima weapons. Okay, a lot more than all of them. It's an achievement, the Necromancer, if you solo all 200 floors. Very hard to do. You can solo them? Oh, that's right, you can that makes sense, you can solo queue. That does make sense. Oh, the Crystal Tower was a direct reference to Final Fantasy III. I didn't know that. Really? I've not played Final Fantasy III. I'll always make this joke. I've played every multiple of 7 of Final Fantasy. 7 and 14. That is it. That is... I am most certainly not as familiar with all of Final Fantasy as a lot of other people, maybe like yourself, who've probably played a lot more of them. I know some of the history in the background of the game, like the first Final Fantasy was made by a studio that was failing. I loved FF3. Crystal Tower was very tough, and I bet. Have they always been turn-based, by the way? I know 7 was turn-based. I assume FF1 through 6 and also 8 and 9, 10, all of them were. Like actual FF3 or SNES? Super Nintendo Entertainment System. It's a status symbol title too. Essentially, okay, I already read that. Yes, until I think 13, where it was more action. Okay. I know the remake of FF is more of an action, as the remake of FF7 is an action one where you can like pause time and activate abilities or some such. So it's kind of like a cross between the action play and the traditional turn-based. I heard that, but I haven't played the FF7 remake. Super Nintendo Entertainment System, FF3 was not the actual FF3. see. They brought FF3 finally to the US in the mid-2000s. Okay. FF7 is a hybrid of the two. Yeah, that's what I heard, but I'm not sure. It's hard to visualize what that means. Alright, there we go. Alright, so I'm just going to do the 10. This is usually really quick. So once we do these, we'll then hop over, continue to do Dark Knight, and, yeah. But this, this, Steven, is, one of the more popular ways and more fun ways to level your alts. Classes. Alright, so you'll notice I start off at level 1. Oh, sorry, I'm starting off at level 21 because the first 10 floors, you start off at 1 and you go to 20. And, yep, everyone gets these glowy weapons that kind of just level with you. Yeah, and you pick up, there's a bunch of chests all over the place, and you pick those up, and they contain little equipable, I can't remember what they're called off the top of my head, but you use them to give yourself, like, bonuses and stats and stuff as you go along. Yep, and you move through the floors with these teleporter things. I just realized we have 2 Dragoons. The Dark Knight is always victorious. Yes! I am the Dark Knight. Yeah, so alright, so we picked up, for example, a Pomander, that's what they're called. And the one we got is Pomander of Lust, transforms user into a succubus. So yeah, they do random things, and they like randomly add stuff to your, and they add random buffs and the such, and you go through each floor. Alright, so we have 2 Dragoons. Alright, we have 2 tanks and 2 TPS. We have no healers, so we gotta avoid taking too much damage. We got another Pomander Purity, which removes Pox status. Oh, another thing I love about this game, the music. Yes! Music is amazing. Actually, I looked it up. Square Enix has won quite a few awards for just the sheer volume of music they have in this. Also, how grandiose and unique it is, how much it stands out, is truly fantastic. So yeah, I definitely agree there. That is a fantastic aspect to this game. Oh, whoops. Alright, I'll help him out. Oh, come on. I did the first Estinian mission after becoming a Dragoon, and he was like, dude, I know you. I didn't get to experience that. I only just started leveling my Dragoons, so I'm meeting him for the first time in Heavensward, and then back in the past, as I'm leveling my Dragoon, he's there again, but he's like the bad guy so far. I don't know the whole story, don't spoil it for me. But I'm like, okay, how does this meet up? If you /sit while fishing, you'll actually spawn a chair. If you're near a box, you'll also sit on a box. Okay. I did not know that.
A new recruit has blessed our company.
Devil's Dice, thank you for subscribing, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yep, level 24, and I'm not sure... Crap. Wait, why can't I... Unable to use weapon skills. Fuck. I didn't realize I got debuffed. Just different than Lancers. He's not the bad guy, just different from Lancers. Well, no, it's just the quest line so far has been training my character up, the new Dragoon, to defeat him. And because he abandoned Ishgard, stole something, that's all I know. And I know now he's not the bad guy, because Heavensward has kind of spoiled that for me as I played through the MSQ. I now know he's still the Azure Dragoon, and still, you know, still a good guy. I have yet to learn his motivations for why he's doing what he's doing is all. So, again, don't spoil it for me, but I'll experience the story as I go along. I am eager to finish the Dragoon class job quest though, so I understand what's going on with him. I'm assuming it has something to do with the eye. That's what I'm assuming, but I don't know. Oh, just you wait, it gets better. I'm eager. Oh, wait, hold on, guys. Alright, he's grabbing chest. Alright. Once we get to the next location, I'm going to use one of the Palm Manders of Strength. Actually, I'll use one right now. Yep, so I now got 7 minutes of damage up and healing potency. I'm eating right now, just itching to progress my MSQ. Yeah. And you have the luxury of being able to progress it off stream. I do not. Alright. I forgot, I have to do my daily beast quests today. I haven't done them. Alright, we're on floor 15, so we have 5 more floors to go before we reach the boss. And I got hit with the damn debuff again. There we go, now I get my weapon skills back. Yeah, look at this. To highlight our points earlier. Sorry, this is kind of my first time here. Laughy face, if I'm doing stuff wrong. Nah, you're good. I can't imagine anyone saying that ever. If someone showed a lack of confidence, someone would tease them for it. It's like, oh, you don't know what you're doing? I better not have to explain it to you. Stuff like that. Speaking of eating, though, I do need to get. I need to get food. I haven't eaten all day. It has been a busy weekend. Busy. Have you been called a cute sprout yet? Once. I was called a cute sprout by, well, are we including YouTube comments? Are we including YouTube comments in that? If so, more than once. If we're talking only in-game, once. Don't make me call your mom. You don't know her number anymore. I don't think so, anyway. Yeah. Don't worry, I'll eat something, though. It's just been, I've just been busy all day, is all. Sprout scythe. I'm a wee sprout. That is all. Alright, making our way through. I keep doing that. Habit. Actually, I'm wondering if I'll actually end up leveling to 60. after we finish up here. Alright. Alright, floor 17, here we go. Then we're almost there. Regarding the yes, YouTube comments count. Okay, I've been called a cute sprout or a little sprout or a wee sprout about 20 plus times ish. Around 20 plus. Quite a bit. In game only once so far, which I'm happy about. And not that I don't like being called a cute sprout, I get it, it's affectionate. It's not like that's another thing, like, again, it's not like with WoW where you know someone's trying to, like, actually annoy you. I'm done eating, kids are done, and now I'm off to do the vaults. Alright, have fun, man. Thank you for hopping in and hanging out and chilling. Yeah, I will finish up this and return to Ishkan to do Dark Knight. Gonna keep this on but mute. Okay. I will have fun. I will. I sweat it. If a guy from Belgium was a new player in FF, would that make him a Brussels sprout? I hate that that works, but yes. Alright, so we're on floor 18. Here we go. Yes, yes it would. Alright, alright, here we go, here we go, here we go. Yeah, I gotta find a group to go really far in the deep dungeon at some point. It'd be fun to see like what you can do if you have like a pre-built group and do this, and then try and go as far as you can. That seemed like that would be a lot of fun. Damn it, I can't sprint. Alright, hop on the portal. I'll help you. Yeah, do you have 3 other people who would want to do it sometime? Yeah, I would do a dedicated stream to that. Just me getting together with a group of friends and just trying to go as far through it as possible. That sounds like that would be a lot of fun. Floor 101 to 200 needs a fixed party. Ah, okay. That explains why most people tell me it's only to floor 100. They probably mean just because I'm queuing. I can ask some buds of mine. Alright. Yeah, won't be tonight, but at some point in the future. I keep doing that, damn it. Alright, boom. Damn habits. Woo! Alright, and boom. Ah, I'm at the wink. Damn it! Wait, who are we waiting on? Use that palm ender for lust for the floor 20 boss. And I can, but I don't know if I should be the one to use it. I don't look good as a succubus, let me tell you. Oh, whoops. Maybe as an incubus. Even then, I don't think I could sell it. The beard might get in the way, you know? Oh, wait, no, we just got there. I don't think we're gonna need to have to use him then. Considering this boss is virtually dead. Woo! Alright, we made it through. He did use it. Okay. Well, I didn't, I should say. Oh wait, real quick. I think you'd make a great succubus. Thanks, I appreciate it. Those 5 vuln stacks are from succubus attack. Okay. Yeah, I've already seen this before. Some witch is possessing the dungeon. And it looks like I did actually level my main class up to 60. So I think we can do all of the Dark Knight stuff now. So good thing we did this anyway. Just so we're all good for a straight shot through the rest of Dark Knight. Level 60, yo! Yep, we're there. Alright, let's go spam finish Dark Knight. I say spam finish, but let's just go finish Dark Knight. But yeah, that's the deep dungeon, and it's a lot of fun. It's a great way to level alt classes, and it looks like it'd be a lot of fun to run with like a group to like go as far as you possibly can. Has someone completed all 200 floors? I assume someone has. Some group has. I'd be surprised if that was a no. Ready for some cool armor? Absolutely. I'm ready for the armor that's gonna remain my glamour until I find a cool mix later on. Alright, Forgotten Knight. Alright. Alright, Sid. Without further delay. Few as a solo quest queue, though. Few as a solo queue, though. Okay. Lots of people do as a group of 4. That's the challenge. Alright, here we go. I've been thinking, Shroud. The Padjal likened Rielle's spiritual presence to that of a Dravanian, hence why he suggested she had partaken of dragon blood. Regardless of the cause, if she does hold some affinity with dragons, she will never be safe here in Ishgard. I know, I made a complaint about it. Why did we bring her back here? If being the operative word, of course. We need to know for certain, which means we must parley with a Dravanian. It will not be easy, I realize. The Dravanians are not wont to entertain outsiders, especially ones hailing from Ishgard. You have spoken with their leaders? Yep. Beg pardon, I did not think you would so readily admit it. Well. Pray lead the way, Shroud. Yes, good sir. Second, what's up? I've been drinking, Shroud. I've been drinking, Shroud. I'll tell you what. It's some good stuff. It's a lot of fun to drink. Alright, original sins. Should we have to go to Dravania? We have oh, did we? Next time? Yeah, we did. Okay, never mind. Oh, whoops. There we go. He missed my floor 20 blaze it joke. I did. You. Floor 20 blaze it boy. Okay. Yeah, I did miss that, sorry. Read right past it. Right. Even. And now we just gotta go up the stairs. Ah, they're the bagpipes! Makes you want to go to war wearing nothing but a kilt. Scotland forever! Alright, speak with Vidifnir. Alright, we're almost there. Is Vidifnir in here? Oh yeah, she is. Thou keepest curious company, mortal. I see. Though I trust in thy words, thy companions are unknown to me. A token, then, for them to declare their intent. I would have them gather up Gron Elm in Avalonia Field and bring it to me. But... But where the beasts which are drawn by their fragrance? Alright. Right then, gathering flowers for a dragon. No point in questioning it. Hey, she likes her flowers. Rielle and I will search the lands north of here together. You can take the south. Yeah. Yeah, go away. Give me my chips, damn it. Since I have not eaten a proper meal, some snackaroos are bound to be useful. Hope nobody's bothered by crunching. I'm gonna try and not crunch too much. Asmogan, did you know that the main composer, Masayoshi Soken, made the Shadowbringers soundtrack whilst in hospital undergoing treatment for cancer? I did not know that. He didn't tell anyone to avoid worrying his team. Wow. Yeah, I didn't know that. And that's commitment though, damn. And that is impressive though. I mean, if there's ever a legitimate excuse to not be able to work, I'd say at the top of the list is cancer. But that's commitment to still want to work on it, even. Well, speaking as someone who has been friends and had a friend who had cancer and spent as much time with her as I possibly could before she left this world, I do know from my experience with her that when you have something like that, any sense of normalcy, even no matter how minor, is incredibly important. So I'm sure that in his regard, it's the same idea. That he wanted to continue composing, not just because it was a sense of normalcy, but probably because he was that committed. But that is a big part of it as well, is that desire to not feel so weak and decrepit and plagued. Like I know from how I talked with her that when she spent time with me, she was incredibly happy. Not bragging about how it's one of the things I'm most proud of in my life, is that I was able to bring her some sense of comfort and normalcy during her difficult time. And yeah, it's perfectly understandable where he was coming from, and not wanting to tell people not to avoid worrying them. That is powerful. He said that live on in the FFXIV live letter. You can watch that. It's very tear-jerking. I mean, well, I'll tell you what, because I still want to make some forward progress here. We'll check that out either at the end of today's stream or the beginning of tomorrow's. Only his best friend and game director Yoshi P knew and kept his secret, and he revealed this to his team and fans with a speech at FF FanFest 2021. Damn. And what a way to find out. Sorry, I was going on foot there for a little while. And I don't know how I feel about that. Finding out my friend and someone I work with was out the entire time because they had cancer. Jesus. And I wonder what his team thought was going on while he was out. And I don't think they could be blamed for thinking like, you know, he's taking it easy, he's doing all the work at home that he can, you know, he's ditching out of the office. And that's like the instinctual thing most people would think. But can you imagine how guilty you would feel for thinking that and then finding out it was cancer? Oh, Jesus. Yeah, that would bring me to my knees in tears, and I would be apologizing endlessly for even thinking that. Not even necessarily saying it, but thinking it. But yeah, that is rough. They're really something else. Yeah, I mean, yeah. And you have to be that passionate about your work to, even when you're that ill and that bedridden, you're still willing to continue your work in the background. Like, that is a level of commitment that I think should be idolized to a degree. Not necessarily in just game development or in composing music or in anything you do. If you're that loving and passionate of your work, that even in the throes of the worst illness on this planet, the worst your health can be short of dying, you're still push through that and continue your work. That is beyond commendable. Just sheer passion all the way around. Yeah, and yeah, that is immense. That is immensely powerful. Oh, okay, I've been going the wrong direction. Wait a minute. I autopiloted. Whoops. He said he did it because he didn't want to be treated differently, because him being challenged would motivate him to fight the illness. And that is another way to look at it, I suppose. And yeah, I mean, commend him for having that way of thinking of it as well. And yeah, all power to him, absolutely. Yoshi P, the game director, said Final Fantasy is his life's work during the Fan Fest, and he plans to keep it that way by updating the game for years to come. That is commitment. That is... I'm not sure what else to say other than that is spectacular commitment. And I feel very comforted as a player to know that I have not just such passionate devs in the background, but also that the game that I'm playing right now is backed by such individuals is truly heartening, and it does feel amazing as a player, and as a person it feels fantastic to see such love and passion no matter what it's in. The music is very fitting, yeah. And everything I've heard up till now seems to always fit the situation pretty well. You can feel that passion as a player too. I mean, yeah, you can, but there are different degrees of passion, I should say, or different types of passion. Passion as a player is definitely great. It's amazing. It can be heartfelt. It can be sad. It can like just my passion for WoW. All the years I played it was what I would definitely describe as passion. But there's definitely a difference of passion between being a player and then someone in the background making the game for the players. I'm not saying necessarily one is more powerful or more notable than another. But yeah, it's just fantastic work. It's fantastic passion to see. Never easy, is it? Of course it's bees. Not the bees! Not the bees! Alright. I will not... I'm gonna cheat. I try to stick to G Fuel while I'm streaming because the energy and caffeine it gives is more consistent, but I don't want to go out and make another one. Even though it would take only a couple minutes, it's still a couple minutes I would be off camera, so I will just open up a can. Actually, I'll port back. What? The hell? It's hip to fuck bees. Can I have some context for that? Excuse me. Skyert, I apologize if I'm not saying your name correctly. Sky? I'll just call you Sky for now. Welcome to the stream. I saw your videos and absolutely love them. And wow, you're already in Stormblood. Not in Stormblood quite yet. I am in Heavensward right now. I am hoping I'm making good headway in Heavensward. I'm probably still early on in Heavensward. According to Steven, a friend of mine, IRL actually, who was in earlier. He's 15 MSQs ahead of me, and from what I picked up, he's still in Heavensward as well. That or he's just going into Stormblood. But I'm on my way. I have playtime. We calculated this earlier, but I'm 170 something hours in the game. Sorry, 195 hours, including the new update. So I have 195 hours in the game. Interesting. You never heard of the meme? I've never heard of that meme, no. Alright, so let's hop on up the staircase and fit wieder vier. Oh, oops, Heavensward, yeah. Yeah, I'm making... I pretty much solely play this game right now because it's a lot of fun. It's reignited my passion for MMOs that died in WoW. World of Warcraft killed it, and FF brought it back to life with a passion. I haven't felt this way about playing a game since old school WoW, like Wrath of Lich King days. Which is a great feeling, I gotta say. But yeah, I'm glad you're enjoying the videos though, man. I am. Excuse me. Hyper Night Parade, you are like 60% through 3.0 storyline, I'd say. Then there's the post-Heavensward storyline. Okay. I'll look into like how many patches there are. I'm assuming there's like 3 or 4 patches, kind of like Realm Reborn had like 4 or 5 patches. I know 2.5 and 2.55 are considered separate, so... It seems that way for a lot of WoW players. I mean, yeah. I ranted about it even in this stream earlier. WoW just has done so much over the years to ruin like the expectation of the player for what they expect out of a good MMO, let alone an MMORPG. FF, every element I've experienced so far in Final Fantasy has been beyond spectacular. Like, it's like night and day. Some of the community in this game is even better than WoW's community back in Wrath, which I consider the peak of my, not only my community experience, but my experience as a whole in World of Warcraft. Back during Wrath days was the peak of my experience. And in many ways, the community aspect I've experienced so far in this game has outdone that by leaps and bounds. Even not even talking like Mono WoW, I'm talking Heyday WoW. Storytelling as well. This game also beats even old school vanilla WoW. It beats TBC. It beats Wrath. in storytelling as well, I would argue. In terms of the questing, anyway. Maybe not overarching story. I'll have to, like, I'd have to really think about that one before I'd be confident in saying. But they're definitely, like, up there together, overall story. But in terms of questing, there's no competition. WoW in its best questing days, story-wise, cannot at all hold a candle to FF's standard questing experience. Such fragile, fleeting creations, bring them close, mortal, that might I breathe deep in their essence. That which passeth into death liveth on in memory. One prepareth now for the journey. Bid farewell to her in morn, and find the answer to thou seekest. The expansions always have up to X.55 patches. I haven't played WoW, but I heard so much good things from Wrath of the Lich King. But what actually made it amazing? Well, this is hotly debated amongst the community of what made WoW so fantastic. What made it beat all its competing MMOs in its heyday, and why people stuck around despite numerous insulting level expansions and patches and updates and other things to the game over the years. What made WoW fantastic for me is I played Warcraft 3, the RTS. That was my first video game ever. Was Warcraft 3. I was a little kid. I was barely 5 years old when I played that, and my dad and I played it together, sort of. Like, I played it with the controls and everything, and my dad would just read the text to me when he had to. And thankfully, most of it was voice, so, I mean, as a little 5-year-old, I was able to keep up. And I played through that, and I fell in love with the characters, the universe, Arthas, and the such. And because of that love that was formulated there, when I went to WoW, the love of the universe was already there. What WoW did in itself to make me love it past just the aesthetic of being an MMORPG version of an RTS I played was, well, it's hard to really narrow down. But I would say in its heyday, its community was amazing. Yes, you've always had competitiveness. You've always had Astrobomb, welcome, hey! You've always had the competitiveness, you've always had the shit-talking, and you've always had the people who are super competitive and have taken the game immensely seriously. That has always been an identity in WoW. However, in its heyday, people were a lot more friendly. People were a lot more willing to talk to each other. People were willing to talk to each other at all. Like, there was conversations, you had to talk to people to create dungeon groups because there was no dungeon fighter. There was no duty finder. There was no queue. You didn't queue for anything. You had to create pre-made groups. You had to. If you wanted to do dungeons, if you wanted to do raids, if you wanted to do any group content, you could not queue up. That didn't exist. That didn't exist back then. So you had to talk to people. So a lot of friendships were made in the game. And that, for me, the community aspect, on top of the lore and the universe, is what made World of Warcraft in its heyday amazing. It also had, it was also a challenging leveling experience. There was no XP boosts virtually at all back in the day. You had to do every quest in a zone just to level up, and even then, you had to grind out mobs. You had to kill mobs and adds constantly to level up properly, so you could then move on to the next zone, which had higher level enemies you had to fight. So there was a lot of that as well. The challenge of questing. The game, really, realistically, classic TBC and Wrath of the Lich King, the leveling was the game. What made Wrath's theme and story really amplified really well in Wrath of the Lich King. TBC, a lot of people said that was the peak of the game because of the questing experience in Outland, because of a lot of the community stuff that was going on during TBC. For me, as fun as TBC was, I played through all of TBC from beginning to end, and I loved it. But comparatively, for me, Wrath was better. Functionally and mechanically, TBC might have been better, but Wrath was better as terms of its theme and story. But I guess to try and condense the answer to the question, because I know it's a lot of information, Essentially, what made Vanilla through Wrath amazing for WoW was the lore, the universe, and the community aspect at the time. Those were all amazing. Those were all fantastic. And the competitive spirit between the two factions truly had a lot of fun world PvP that occurred. You know, full-on armies of players attacking armies of players in Open and Elwyn Forest and doing it in the Horde territory and the Barrens. There was a lot of that as well that made that just a fantastic experience. But primarily the community at the time, the lore, and the leveling experience, the challenge of leveling up in old school WoW, vanilla WoW, is unbeaten in my opinion, and they've just completely lost that. What really started to kill WoW was, well, the Dungeon Finder introduced the aspect of people just queuing up, and then the player base is really to blame here. Instead of doing what FF has done and foster a positive community through and still carrying that over into the dungeon, instead now it's kind of been neutered. It's been kind of killed a little bit there. So in dungeons now, people are insulted when you talk. They literally will tell you to shut the fuck up. The only time people talk in modern dungeons in WoW is to kick someone out of the group. Like, hey, healer's not performing up to our standards, kick. Usually it's not said that kind. I said it more kind than most people. Most people will just say healer sucks, tank sucks, this specific DPS sucks, kick, 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 and they vote to kick. That's the only time people talk in dungeons and in raids nowadays, is if they're going to kick somebody. Otherwise, you don't talk. You do not talk. It's considered taboo to talk in either. So, the community went to shit. But the aspects that really started to suffer after Wrath is the story. The story began to kind of peter out. Kata didn't have a terrible story. Mists, I would argue, didn't have a terrible story. It really started to go downhill after WoD. WoD and on, the story is just... It's either jumped the shark or completely jumped into the lava of a volcano. So story is out. That aspect I loved is gone. Community's gone. So what about the questing experience? Well, in Cataclysm, the whole game got streamlined. Leveling became so easy. I literally binge-watched shows when leveling my alts. And I watched the shows. I'm not talking like I had it in the background listening to it. I watched the shows while doing questing. I had one eye. I glanced over at the game. They streamlined the hell out of what was arguably what was the game in WoW's heyday was the questing experience. Raids was endgame, but what was the core game was the questing. And somehow the devs after Kata completely lost their shit and forgot what was... They suddenly was like, oh no, now raiding's the game. Now dungeons are the game. Now all that stuff is the game. Questing, fuck that. You know, so... Yeah, sorry, I probably answered your question. At this point, I'm just ranting, so I apologize. I will get back on track. But yeah, that's probably more of an answer than you were looking for. Alright, now where was I? Ah, yes, original sins. Present the Gron Alm to the dying dragon in Morn. Wait, where is that? Okay, it's up that way. That does sound amazing. I do remember playing some of the old school MMOs. Like Perfect World International back in the early... in like 2008. I hope FF14 will continue to rise and not the other way around. Wow, and recently I heard because of Shadowlands, people were actually appreciating WoD, which is just sad, because WoD was pretty fucking bad. Oh, don't even get me started on WoD. There's a Hero Mendex, I think is his name. There's this, he's a content creator, a WoW content creator. He made a video on April Fool's Day, which... he basically said WoD actually wasn't bad, or he wasn't arguing that it wasn't that bad. He said it basically wasn't bad. Which I watched his whole video. I don't fucking agree. His points, he was reaching with a lot of his points to excuse WoD. He's like, oh, the rating was amazing. Yeah, no one argues the rating in WoD was great. The rest of WoD sucked. The story was god-awful. The characters, unamusing. They completely disregarded some of their own lore, actually. The zones I mean, they looked pretty, but they got really grating over time, so it's not even the zones didn't really have anything attractive to them. The garrisons, oh my fucking god, the garrisons were the ultimate insult to the player base, and no one can convince me otherwise. So yeah, there's so much about WoD I hate, and I think I commend Human Index, and I don't want to trash talk him. Like I got where he was coming from, but he was reaching. He was very reaching with a lot of his points, in my opinion. But if he enjoyed WoD and looks back on it fondly, he's allowed to. I would definitely say, comparatively, in certain ways, WoD was actually a little bit better than BFA, and I haven't played Shadowlands, but I would assume it was better as well. You ever heard of FFXIV, FF11? It was made in 2002, and it's a very old-school MMO. It's still active to this day, and FF14 has a mini version of it in Stormblood called Eureka with some cool gear and loot. I didn't know that. That's cool, though. So, FF14 is not the first time they've done an MMO with Final Fantasy. That's cool, though. Let me linger a while longer, Hunter. Soon my soul shall take wing. I shall miss this. Vidafnir bade you come to me? His scent entwined. Ah, I see now. We seek no quarrel, O Ancient One, only answers. Come forward, child. Oh, that's where you get the T-Rex mount? Okay. Mental note. There you are, my beloved. How long hath it been since we soared through the mists? What did you say? Silence, Dark One. He liveth on in you, child. The blood of my beloved floweth strong in thy veins. Yet mingled as it is, 'twas not thee who partook of his essence. Were it not so, thou wouldst have been overcome. Thy progenitors drank deep to spur their own becoming. Oh, so she's the child of one. Or did I misunderstand that? Then it's true. The Temple Knights knew! Then they will never stop. They cannot! Even if we flee Ishgard. If we could but harness the abyss. Thou speakest strange, Dark One. What dost thou seek? Oh, shrouded in thy rancor, thou standest apart from thy charge. The folly of youth, even the tiny beings who frolic in the mists of Som-Al know a better way. What? Who? No more, Dark One, no more. Farewell, child. Fly free for us. Goodbye, and thank you. There's not more for us here. To Ishgard. I don't know why we keep going back there. Hey, let's keep going back to the den of the people trying to kill her. Genius! Rationale. By the way, Eureka is where... Okay, I read that, sorry. FFXIV 1.0 was basically, let's make FF11, but prettier again, since it was successful, but the team was very bad. And I'm sure you know the rest 1.0 got nuked in 2. Yeah, I do know that, like, pretty much everybody knows that. Like, it's one of the first things you'll learn. If you don't learn it from, like, videos of people, like, saying, like, hey, come to play FFXIV. You learn it from players in game, because it is mentioned in conversation from time to time, especially if they If you're like asked, like, hey, are you a WoW vet or are you a WoW refugee? And if you're like, yeah, then they'll actually tell you the story in like the middle of a dungeon. Simplified, of course, but yeah. Oh shit! I will just eat right over. Alright. Let's go see Sidurgu. I'll just say Sid, because Sid is more fun to say. This changes nothing. I swore an oath to protect her, and I mean to uphold it, no matter the cost. So these are the knights who would defy the will of Helone. She's found us? My lady surely knows she will find few friends here. Blessed are we who abide in her grace, for we shall never be forsaken. One day I, Istride de Kali, shall walk in her halls, and you shall answer for your deeds. Will you stand before her and claim that you were righteous? That it was just to take so many lives in defense of that abomination? Fuck you, lady. Repent for your sins and surrender it to me. The Fury may yet spare your souls. Fuck you. So yours is the righteous cause? To condemn a girl to death for her parents' deeds. This is the will of Helone? Yes. Yes, it is. Oh, go fuck yourself, then. If you will not see reason, this isn't reason. You're an idiot. Even with full knowledge of the facts, then I make to you all a final offer. Submit to a trial by combat. Wow, hell yeah, it worked out the first time. I said we do it. Survive and you may go in peace. Fall and it is mine. Fuck you, lady. Refuse and I will put this tavern to the torch and have the heads of every man, woman, and child here. What a bitch! Wow, what a hag. Please tell me we get to fight you. Can I cleave you in too? Anyone who dares harbor you will suffer the same, here or elsewhere. This I swear to you. Would that we could settle this here and now, but I'd wager your men at the doors would take offense. As you wish, my lady, you shall have your trial. I shall send a messenger with details. Fuck this bitch. I should have had them cut out your tongue. Rielle, what in the seven hells is going on? She told them to take me. She said I wasn't hers, that I was... Why didn't you tell me this was all your mother's doing? I bled for you. Frey died for you. We had a right to know. I didn't mean for... God's damn it all! Leave us, Shroud. I need time to think. I'm mad. Jesus Christ, that's fucked up. Please tell me we get to bisect that bitch. Alright, so this is the new AoE. Now I gotta figure out where the hell to fit it in. And I pretty much have to do that, and there's no other way to fit it in. That dungeon was awesome? Oh, did you do the deep dungeon? Oh, no, you said you did the vault. Which reminds me, Asmogan's still up. Well, we're not done yet. Okay, come on. I'm still up for it, though, yeah. No, the vault. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Alright. Let's finish up with Dark Knight. In order to undertake this quest, you must first complete the main scenario. Which is actually the mission we're on. Alright, let's go do that first. Yeah, but the stream's not over and done with yet, don't worry. I won't say a thing, because I'm ahead of you. I appreciate it, but I'm glad you finished it, and I'm glad you thought it was awesome. Alright, so let's head to Mountaintop Diplomacy. Let's get this quest done. And then we'll come back and hopefully finish up Dark Knight. The Elder Seedseer awaits you. Pray follow me. Alright. Lead the way! Okay, it's not voiced. I bid you welcome, friends. The Admiral spoke of having met with you, but 'tis no less of a relief to see you safe and here with mine own eyes. We humbly thank you for agreeing to receive us upon such short notice, my lady, and for all you have done for us in our absence. Would that it were solely to express our gratitude that we came to you this day. Alas, the tides of battle yet dictate our comings and goings. Elder Seedseer, we would beg your wisdom in a matter that may finally bring an end to the Dragon Song War. Speak on, friend. I see. So you seek a means to contact these Moogles of the Churning Mists. Kupopo! I say Kupo! I had a voice for this guy, I know I did. Greetings, Kuplo Cop! To what do we owe the pleasure of your company? I don't think this is the voice, but I'll still go with it. I was struck by the sudden urge to bring you some fruit, Connie, and I'm jolly glad I did. Tell me... No, this voice sucks. What's a better voice for this? Tell me more about these Moogles in the sky, Kubo. I will gladly tell you all I know, though it amounts to precious little. We encountered a Moogle high in the clouds of Dravania, and had hoped that you and your kin in the Twelveswood might agree to facilitate a meeting. Pray correct me if I am mistaken, Kuplo, but there are legends, are there not, which speak of Moogles who dwelled beyond the clouds. Mickey Mouse. Oh? Indeed there are, Kuplo. Oh. Long, long ago, back when the world was still young. They say my ancestors served the gods up in the heavens. Of course, that was before their masters took to bickering like spoiled children. Ah, yes, the tale of good King Mog the 12th. He is revered for holding fast to a rope of miraculous length that his subjects might climb down from the sky and escape to the world below. Ignoring the more fanciful aspects of the tale, it may well be that Kuplo's ancestors hailed from the churning mists. Given how long his kin have resided in the Twelveswood, it is perfectly possible that the details of their history have faded into myth. Indeed, Master Alphino. Such stories oft contain a measure of truth. 'Tis like that the Moogles of the Churning Mists tell similar tales of the world below. I can well imagine why the one you encountered fled at your approach. Oh, fleeing second nature to us. We often hide when the larger races come trampling through the forest. Aha! Of course, where there's a will, one Moogle, there's bound to be more. Which is why I've decided to take a trip to the clouds, Kupo. There surely won't be afraid to talk to me. I was hoping you might say that, Master Kuplo. You will accompany us then? You try and stop me, Kupo. I'll admit the thought of venturing outside the Heavensward is a bit unsettling, but I can hardly refuse a chance to meet my distant cousins. Don't judge me. If you will have me, I too will accompany you on this venture, and lend my voice to your cause as an ambassador of Gridania. Her entire royal guard are like, no! my lady, are you quite certain? And I wasn't expecting that, but yeah. How oft has our nation turned to the scions of the Seventh Dawn in its hour of need? How oft have we asked the Warrior of Light to risk his life to save our own? Full many times, I say to you, and never have they refused us. Thus do I choose this day to offer mine aid to our allies for the good of the realm. You have more VA talent than you realize? Nah, trust me, I'm not a I have minimal compared to some. Is this not just? Y'all better escort her. Ah, a most unexpected and most welcome offer, Elder Seedseer. We would be honored by your presence. Hold on, I think the lighting is getting a little dark. The light outside is slowly drifting to darkness. Pray return to the summit and inform our companions of these developments. I will serve as the Elder Seedseer's guide on the journey back to Som-Al. It being a path I have already trodden, I do not anticipate any great difficulties. Besides, we shall have the Elder Seedseer's personal guard to escort us. Okay. Tally-ho! Well met, Warrior of Light. Nidhogg has not stirred, but he watches us unblinking. The Elder Seedseer herself answers your call, then there is naught to do but wait. Indeed. They are here, Shroud. Greetings, my friends. I am happy to report that our journey was mercifully uneventful, devoid as the road was of Dravanians. 'Twould seem the dragons have abandoned Som-Al for the Churning Mists. Elder Seedseer, may I present to you Sir Estinian, Ishgard's Azure Dragoon.
'Tis an honor to meet you, Sir Estinian. I have heard many tales of your order's extraordinary skill and courage. Friends, I feel it only right to inform you that we are not alone. The Moogles are all around us, even as we speak. And I should imagine they are more than a little concerned by the horde of strangers that have descended upon their home. Mayhap now would be an opportune moment to introduce ourselves.
Damn, she works fast.
This should serve.
They're hiding, of course, but there are so many of them, Kupal.
I am Khan-e Senna. My companions and I have braved the long road from the Twelveswood to share words with you. On this, the occasion of our first meeting, we bring an offering of light and wind.
Moogles.
Ah, such a gentle and pleasing glow, Kupal.
There they be.
I am Moglin, the chieftain of this Moogle clan.
Chieftain Moglin, it is an honor to meet you.
Greetings, I am Kuplo Kop, ambassador of the 12 Woods Moogles. A Moogle from the world below. Your hide is a different hue, but that palm is unmistakable. I might need a moment here, Kupal.
My companions were no less surprised to learn of your existence here amongst the clouds. I hope they did not startle you overmuch in their eagerness to make your acquaintance. Full well can I imagine your wariness. I am told that men have not walked here in nigh on 1,000 winters. Mayhap you will forgive them their forwardness when I unfold to you the grave matter which first brought them into your midst. My companions crave an audience with the great worm, I still can't say it right. Hralsvilger, that they might negotiate an end to the war twixt man and dragon.
An end to the war, you say? I trust you, Khan-e Senna. The light of peace shines brightly within your soul. But I'm afraid the same cannot be said of your friends. To be plain, we did not hide ourselves because they were the first of your kind to be seen here in 1,000 years. Well, not only because of that, we hid because we smelled dragon blood. These skies are home to many, many dragons. While some crave peace, such as Hralsvilger, many others crave the opposite, such as Nidhogg. Suffice to say, we are worried that the presence of your blood-spattered warrior friends will attract the attention of the nastier kind, and invite destruction into our happy home. Now just a moment, Chieftain. Shroud here may have doled out the odd thrashing or two, but it's always been for a really good reason. He is a champion of the Twelveswood Moogles, and I not hear his good name slandered. No, Ambassador, let's not ruffle each other's fur. I shall, of course, take your testimony into consideration.
If I may, Chieftain, there is little room for trust twixt strangers. Might we not take this opportunity to learn more of each other?
An excellent suggestion, Kupal. In the interests of fostering friendship and keeping an eye on you, I extend to you the hospitality of the Mog Home. Prove yourselves worthy of our assistance, and it will be yours. I shall be watching, Kupal.
This is weird. Alrighty. So that completes this quest, so we can go do Dark Knight.
Tell me, in the world down below, do all of your kind look so different from one another? It must be terribly disconcerting. That was it, Kuplo Cop called you again? Shroud. Your names are as odd as your appearance. Have you ever considered a nice Moogle name? Moglin is taken, by the way, Kupo. As are Mogan, Mogmug, Mogwin, these being the names of the 3 wise Moogles who will administer the momentous challenges that I have devised to measure your worth. I call them the Trials of Trustworthiness. Undertake these trials, and we shall soon see whether or not you are worthy of our aid.
This is incredibly weird. Do not hesitate to give your throat a break. Ah, nah, it's fine. If I lose my voice, I lose my voice. It be what it be. I suppose we just got a new weapon. Does it at least look nice? Not really as nice. I mean, it looks more standard. Damn it. Nah, whatever. Alright, we'll grab the next story quest. Mogan's Trial.
Hello! Yes, I am Mogan, the foremost alchemist of Mogholm, if you must know. If your tummy is gloopy or your wings droopy, I have a potion to fix that. Or I would if I didn't keep running out of ingredients. Luckily, you're here to do my trial. Yes, go forth, mighty adventurer, and mightily pluck the 3 sprigs of cloud's breath for me. You'll find it blooming near the entrance of Ale Tom. It's not the safest of places, so don't let yourself be too distracted by the pretty flowers, Kupo.
Yes, yes. But for now, we're gonna hop back over to Ishgard. And finish up the Dark Knight quest in Heavensward. Alrighty then, righty room. Okay, dokie. Sidurgu, let's finish this up. Oh, it's level 58, so I think there's 2 more. There's 1 more after this, I should say. 1 more. It took considerable effort, but at least I have learned the whole truth. Attend me, Shroud, you have a right to know. For countless generations, the sons and daughters of House Culino, I'll just say Culino, have pledged themselves to the church, so devoted to the faith they are. Many rose to positions of great prominence within the clergy, and for a time, countless Istride de Kilonot was poised to do the same. And when she and her husband celebrated the birth of their firstborn, the futures of the house seemed brighter than ever. That is until years later when the Inquisitors came, and information gleaned during an interrogation that implicated her husband as a heretic. When the Countess confronted him with these allegations, he brought a vial to his lips and completed his transformation, what he proudly declared was decades in the making. The Temple Knight slew him as he tried to rip out her throat. Afterwards, she had Rielle locked away in the deepest cell she could find. Madness, what monster thinks to find absolution in her daughter's death? Well, I can kind of understand a little bit more of it, because it was from the shock of what occurred. Like, it makes sense on that degree, but still, like, even then, she's still a total cow. She's a total hag. Like, just because your husband did something horrible, all of a sudden your daughter is now just some it? It's a monster? Like, that's fucked up.
You mustn't go. She'll kill you.
She'll kill us anyway if we don't. I know what I'm doing, Rielle. I have a plan. Shroud, recall you the dragon's words when we told her of our dark arts. She said that there were tiny beings who know a better way. If they could teach us how to harness the abyss, mayhap
we can stand against Lady Istrade and her minions. Unfortunately, I haven't the foggiest who these tiny beings might be. I might. I may very, very well have an idea. Hag is too kind. It's the more censored word of what I was thinking. Well, if it isn't one of the new
visitors from below, are you searching for something? If so, just ask. I pride myself on being the second most well-informed Moogle here, Kupo.
Wait, are we seriously gonna learn better dark arts from the Moogles?
My, that's a rather grim way of living, isn't it? I can't say I've ever heard of knights so infatuated with darkness. However, I think I might know why she bade you visit us. Go ahead and fetch your friends. We have an awful lot to talk about, Kupo.
Okay.
Welcome to Marcom, Kupo. The little one must be Rielle, which makes the big one Sid, right?
Yes, I presume you are one of the tiny beings of whom the dragon spoke? Rielle, say something to the Moogle. Rielle. Rielle! I'm sick of this charade. You tell me to talk, but then you refuse to listen. You tell me you're doing this for me, but then you go on about the darkness and the abyss. I am supposed to be grateful when you come back covered in blood? When I put you back together so you can do it again? You drag me to halfway across the world so you can discover a new way to kill yourself, and then tell me it's for my sake. Why are you here, Sidurgu? Tell me the real reason. Rielle, of course it's for your sake. Well, you've certainly had a lot of practice saying it, haven't you? I'm sure the next fair maiden will appreciate it. What are you saying? It's not like that, Rielle. And you, say something, damn you!
Oh, I think I'm beginning to understand this situation, this whole darkness concept, Kupo. Harnessing the power of your emotions or some such, yes? I'm reminded of an ancient legend about a Moogle named Mog. Rather simple name, I know, but those were simpler times, Kupo. Anyway, Mog had a penchant for dancing and...
Wait. What does dancing have to do with the dark arts?
Everything, Kupo, everything! The point is, your master was absolutely right when he told you, submit to the flame. You just never figured out what he meant by it. But better late than never, Kupo. Master Moggy will show you the way. First, you two Dark Knights will need to pour 4 sprigs of palmwort each. Hop to it, Kupo.
Okay. I fail to see what purpose this serves, but fine. You will have your precious palmwort.
Oh, and Rielle could stay here with us while you're away.
Let's go, Shroud. Alright. Alright. Which direction to go first? I used to go this way. No, I gotta go up, so... I think that's this way. Aha!
Okay, I can get up here. I was saying, like, where else do I go? Alright. Damn it. How do I get down? Oh yeah, over here, okay. Off to have dinner. Have a great rest of the stream, Asmogan. Alright, thank you for hanging out when you could. Stuff and things. Have a great dinner, man.
Hope it's tasty.
Wait, whoops. God damn it. So turned around. Oh, there's there we go. Right, there we go, okay. Now I know where I am. Alright, so we'll head back to the Moogle, and we will unlock more talents as Dark Knights. Hopefully, anyway.
There you are, darkest dark one of the dark. Have you brought my pomwort?
Yes, I have. Take it, you little shit.
Very nice, Kupo. That must have kept you busy for a while.
You had a surprise waiting for me when I complete this dark quest? I mean, the Forgotten Knight in Ishgard? Okay.
For your next trial, you must call Telehans, Kupo. Rather, a lot of them have been sighted on the road of Asar. If you wait there long enough, they're sure to show up, Kupo. Rielle? Oh, you needn't worry about her. She's off playing with some friends of mine, Kupo. Just focus on the trial and wait for me and Asar when you're finished.
Alright, you little shit. As long as you're out of combat, you can't die. Even falling from even the highest point reduces your health to 1 in regions. Well, no, it's just I couldn't even jump off of that barrier. I was trying to. But unfortunately, there was an invisible barrier preventing me from jumping. Alright, so... I have a feeling the Moogles are going to use Rielle as some kind of hostage. Oh shoot, no, that's for the main story quest. That's not what I'm... while I'm passing through here, I might as well. Might as well grab this stuff while I'm doing it. Alright. Oh, come on. There's still one more I gotta grab when I get back. Hey, look! Aether.
There's dinosaurs everywhere.
I always find it weird when dinosaurs are kind of mixed in with the standard dragon archetypes and they're considered dragons as well. It's just weird. Typically when you think dragon, you think winged fire-breathing monster. You don't really think Tyrannosaurus Rex. Oh, crap. Alright, now to meet up with Sudoku. Like the ones in the Morn in the Forelands. Oh, they're considered pests? I thought they were supposed to be other Javanians. Oh, Aether Current. Oh, bastard. Okay, so they're not sentient like Javanians, so they're just local pests. Hey, I'm level 60. What in the hells are we doing, Shroud? What could Moogles possibly know about mastering the dark arts? And they don't exactly seem like they'd know, really. Mwahaha, foolish fools. Right then, what's all this?
While you two were busy gathering palmwort and slaying Tillahans, we kidnapped Rielle, Kupo. Mwahaha! have had so much fun playing together, so much fun indeed, Kupo. So much fun that we thought we might keep her here forever.
I should have done that. I missed the opportunity to do the Mickey laugh there. You wouldn't dare.
If you don't believe us, go and look. You'll never find her, Kupo. Not in a million years. Hey, she's ours, Kupo. You'll never see her again.
Kidnapped. You furry little shites! Okay, it was already dumb enough when I had to fight King Moogle Mog. This is still so weird. Give her back to me now, or I swear I will kill every last one of you and burn your village to cinders. Alright. Boom. Love the boink noises. Really? You stubborn little... But some of the music in this kind of has some of the same rhythm as Halloween Town. Boys and girls of every age, wouldn't you like to see something strange? Yeah, I hear a little bit of that thump in there. I'm not saying it's intentional. It might very well not be, but. And plus, there's only so many different rhythms you can use in music. But I feel a little bit in there. I don't know if that's intentional. That'd be cool if it was. A little bit of an homage. Henry the Sixth. That's because it is a cover of Halloween Town. Really? Ah. I wonder why it's the Moogle music. Also, welcome. This theme is inspired by Halloween Town. No, it's not, since it's Square Enix.
Ouch! You could really hurt someone carrying on like that, Kupo.
That's the bloody point. Now tell me where she is if you want to live.
Wait! Wait!
Are they huddling? Lazy little shit. Because Moogles are the spawn of Satan, and Satan that even Satan hates.
Why do you want her back so badly, Kupo?
What kind of question is that? You kidnapped her.
But you don't seem to like having her around that much anyway, right? She's just a burden to you, so why do you care what happens to her?
I swore an oath to protect her,
That's what we Dark Knights do.
You think that will give you strength enough to protect her? Duty and honor? I'll tell you what you need, Koopa.
Oh, God.
Whence comes to strength to defend the meek? It is honor, it is justice, how bland! Could it be that darkness is born of a light, a flame burning for another? How grand!
I don't even know if I'm singing it right. Don't give me shit for this. It's already hard enough to voice act this.
'Tis love, all powerful shining love.
Please tell me that's it.
Rather blunt, I'll admit, but subtlety doesn't seem to be your strong suit, Koopa.
Isn't it kind of wrong for him to be in love with her, though? Like, how old is she? Rielle. Actually, how old is he? Should I be concerned about this?
Well, here we are. Go on, Rielle, say your piece.
I know you and Frey were trying to do right by your master, and that you came to my defense because you believed that's what he would have wanted. And I know you only did that because you believed it would make you stronger. Because all you truly care about is killing more Temple Knights. I've seen how you look at them, how you curse them under your breath, how you relish every opportunity to cut them down. So don't tell me that it's all been for me. Don't tell me that Frey died for me. Everything I have done for my mother and my father. For my master, and yes, most of all, for me. I haven't been honest with you, nor with myself, and for that I am sorry. I will stand for you in this coming trial, but after what happens after will be your decision. Good. That's a promise. Is he gonna die in this trial? I have a bad feeling about that. Ella's didn't take a while. Okay. So she could be of a reasonable age. Come on, 17 at least. Sidurgu's definitely over that. Though I don't know how long it takes Aura to age. Furry little bastards has us fooled, huh? Shame their wisdom is bollocks. I mean, really now, love? That's what you need to harness the abyss? I mean, I suppose there's something to be said for caring deeply for your charge, but no. No, I will not give those cretins even a sliver of credit. This was an utter waste of time, and that's that. Still, I am glad to have come to an understanding with Rielle. We should return to Ishgard. The hour of the trial draws close. Come along, Rielle. Lalos are the potatoes of... potatoes of hell. I think it's just more of a brother-father kind of thing. I hope so. The Moogles meant love and parental guardian. Again, I hope so. They grow rather fast since the male grows super tall compared to the female Aura. Okay. Alright. So we will port over back to Ishgard. I was about Rielle's age when I came to Ishgard. My parents, they said we would find a better life here. Oh, this is an alt character. Okay. When the Temple Knights we had shown mercy returned, they let us choose the order in which we would die. That would be their mercy to us, they declared. I watched my parents kneel in the dirt. Look away, they said, but I could not. At last, when it was my turn, I knelt and prepared to follow them into death. I closed my eyes, and when I had opened them, a man in black stood before me, hand outstretched, and so I took it. Defend the meek, punish the wicked. Mayhap it was all but convenient excuse to indulge in vengeance. She deserves better than me, but there is no one else. One more battle, Shroud. Let's see it done. Mayhap in this final battle I can serve as my master intended. Okay, I can grab this immediately. I was wondering if there would be another... Alright, let's finish this up. Grab it. Countess Ystride's missive arrived while you were away. We're to meet her in the Western Highlands, away from prying eyes. She's gone to great lengths to conceal her husband's deeds, so it comes as no surprise that she'd prefer to settle this in secret. Shroud, I don't know what's waiting for us out there. I don't worry, don't worry, I'm not leaving until I got that surprise, but I'm just grabbing this while I'm here. But if aught should happen to me, pray keep Rielle safe. Right then, I believe she wanted a word with you before we left. Alright. What's the surprise, Chief? The hell? Seeing Horde Guillotine. I gotta give you something for it. I mean, just to take an item like that for free? No, hell no. Thanks, man. No, sorry, I can only give you 10k. God damn. Alright, what's this bad boy look like? Ooh. Ooh, she look nice. That's fucking cool. You didn't have to. It's the same thing. Like when people gift you stuff, it's just I feel awkward giving nothing in return. And I appreciate it though, and I understand it's a gift, and this is super generous of you, man. Thank you. That is awesome, and very appropriate to finish off the storyline with. I gotta say, that looks awesome. Is this like is this a dungeon or a raid grind? That does look cool, though. I love the dark energy emanating from it. That is really cool. Alright. Let's finish up the story. We wouldn't have made it. Boss weapon you fight the extreme version for and get the materials to craft it. Aw, damn. So it's not even like a normal drop. Seriously, you didn't have to do that, man. That is super generous of you. I cannot picture how long it must have taken you to get everything to make it. Damn. It's a crafted trial grind. Whew. Man, this community is awesome. 5 minutes? Oh, it's okay. Well... It's still a very generous thing that you had to grind for, even if it was only a 5-minute grind. I appreciate it, though. We wouldn't have made it this far without you, Shroud. I want you to know that I'm truly grateful for the time we shared. Oh, that's cool. You, Sidurgu, and Frey taught me so much about the world, about what it means to fight for another, and what it means to fight for yourself. We're going to finish this together, the three of us. Not else to say, really. The twin pools, then. Let's not keep the Countess waiting.
Can I do this? Nope, that's not a... Alright. Let's do this. Ah, I gotta trek all the way there. I'm gonna cheat. I'm gonna go to Falcon's Nest and go reverse direction. With the ability to unsynced fights, it's not that hard to get the materials for older trial crafted items. And yeah, that figures, I suppose. I didn't know if it was older though. I probably could have rationaled, but still. All right, so opposite direction. Wait, hold on a minute. Did I port to the wrong thing? Yes, I did. I still think that's closer. Retainers usually spew out the materials for it too. Oh. Well, guys, stop minimizing the kind gesture. God damn it. It was still a nice thing to do. I appreciate the explanation, though, I guess. Alright, so we will finish up this monstrosity. Let's go kill Rielle's mother, because she a bitch. I really gotta go to the bathroom, though. Oh, I've been holding it in, hoping I can make it through. I run into the bathroom and be right back. Apologies. Ugh. Back. Apologies. Alright, let's finish up this magnificent, overarching journey. Yeah, the sword looks badass as hell, though. Alright. I kind of get the feeling this... It could just be because Frey died as well, and I think it would be poetically sad. But I think Sid's also gonna die. I got a bad feeling. I really hope not, because that would mean we're the only Dark Knight left. That we know of, anyway, but... It seems the path of Dark Knight leads to nothing but heartache and woe. So in a very pitiable sense, it makes... well, sense. Glad you like the sword, man. I'm very grateful that you gave it to me. Like, it's super generous of you. So yeah, but it does look really, really cool. Even when I out-level it, I'll probably glamour it on, because it does look that badass. Alright. Let's do this. Seems we're early. Well, it's not as though I have pressing business elsewhere. Enjoy a moment's respite with me, Shroud. Yeah, boy. Here comes the bitch. You came. A wise decision. Yeah, flip her off, please. You have his eyes, his nose, his lips. Every time I look at you, I see more and more of him, and it sickens me. Well, it'd be good to know I'm gonna bisect you in a minute, so shut the fuck up. Rielle is not her father. You had no right to punish her for what he did. Who are you to stand in judgment of me? I have every right. I bore that monster into this world, and by the Fury I shall send it to the 7th hell. If you're so bloody fond of it, you can follow it there. Bitch, I am about to kill you. It's just us now. No one else. Remember phrase conjury. Protect us and we'll protect you. Right then. Here we go. That the best you got? Come on! Have you no mercy, Mother? Apparently not. Cold-hearted bitch. Although I will say this does feel like we're fighting an order of knights right now. With how many waves they've sent at us so far. Which is cool, actually. I like it. That feeling you're actually fighting overwhelming odds. Even though we are cutting them to ribbons. Come now. Alright, now for the mother. Time to die, bitch! Fuck off! Ha! Hope you're dead. Super edgy. Yeah, it's gonna look great. It does look. Same armor says that. Alright, Rah! Damn you. Get out of my way. Why? Why? Why do you care so much of what happens to it? Oh, please. I would bitch slap her for saying it. You're not the first person to ask me that. Once you might have understood. For everything that you are, that you have done, you are still her mother. Go. We shall not meet again.
Oh, but we will. We will, knight, I promise you that. I will follow you to the ends of the world if I must. So long as it lives, I must. Don't you see, you fool? The Fury wills it! The Fury wills it!
I can't do how high-pitched. Especially not right now. We're talking all day. Rielle?
How great your love... How great your love for her. Far greater than any who ever bore me. For a long time I prayed for forgiveness. I prayed you would take me in your arms and hold me as you did before. But I know that shall never come to pass. I will pray for you, Mother, that you might find peace in her halls.
Yeah, you gotta put the rabid dog down.
O Helone, receive us, this woman, your humble servant. Raise her up to your bosom and grant her glory everlasting.
Her head's still attached. Damn, the stories in this are so fucking amazing. Jesus. So what now?
We go back to Ishgard. Together.
As you wish.
Damn.
Damn. I feel like I just finished a whole game's story in terms of its build-up and its impact. Damn. But that's just a single class quest. It's not even a whole class. It's not even a. It's only an arc out of a class quest. Fucking hell, man. Now I'm really curious to see what happens because I know the classes have arcs in each of the expansions, so I'm curious to see. This is Heavensward, so I wonder what the hell's gonna happen with Dark Knight and Stormblood and in my brain and in Shadowbringers. Like, and then after that, Endwalker's coming up, and I'm assuming all the classes are getting a further 10 levels of story. I'm assuming, like I could be wrong. I don't know all the details. There's another in Stormblood. And then I'm assuming there's another in Shadowbringers as well. Hot damn.
It all seems so simple in retrospect. The moment I stopped trying to find the answer, there it was. All that anger, all that rage, born of a fervent desire to protect that which we hold most dear. So you are still committed to your path, then? And you? If you will have me. You'll need to talk to me more and listen. I can't stand the silence, you know. There's no shame in sharing the weight, Sid. We can bear it together for ourselves and for others. Right then. The two of us will manage on our own, Shroud. There may be others who know of Rielle's heritage, but if they come, we will be ready. Granted, we can simply leave Ishgard, but that would leave the people at the mercy of the powers that be. I cannot do that now, and neither can Rielle, I think. We all need a cause, Shroud, so what will be yours? For whom will you stand? No, no. And so you shall. To walk the path is to suffer, to sacrifice. Justice demands no less. But we must never lose sight of why we chose to walk it. Gods help me, those Moogles were onto something, weren't they? It's like, fuck! The little shits were right. Bit cheesy. I mean, yeah, but it's a good kind of cheesy. Carve and split. This concludes the Dark Knight quest for Final Fantasy Heavensward. In order to undertake the next series of quests, you must first meet the following requirements. You must have registered... Okay, I already have that. You must have completed the main scenario quest for Far Edge of Fate. And I have not done that. Once you have done so, the next Dark Knight quest will be available from Sidergu, which I assume will be right here. That was good, though. It's the get fancy before you. Wait, do I have this? I think I do. Put on that armor, dude? Yeah. Let me pull, Chaos Armor Coffer. Alright. I assume it all will just craft on. Yeah. And when I outlevel this gear, I will be glamoring the shit out of it. That does look great, though. That does look great. Not the best lighting at the moment, but it does look pretty good. That is good, though. Actually, what's it look like with the helmet on? I usually hide the helmet, but I wanna see that. Nice. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, just glamour plate it? Yeah, I will. Oh, that was a really good day. Damn. Alright. So, I think that'll do it for the stream. But before we finish off completely, there's a video I agreed to watch if I had the energy at the end, and I still have enough energy to commentate a little bit. So, what was the video again? Crap. Someone wanted me to watch it too. Hey, Pierce, what's up? Armor is cool.
The sword is really triggering my sword pendant aesthetic really bad, though. Yeah, it's meant to be incredibly oversized, like fuck, so. Soken Fan Fest Speech 2021. Okay. Alright, I will...